YouTube is Rico, man, and I'm back with another video, man. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got Chicago rapper YNMM BENJEE gunned down, bringing home Mother's Day cake. But shout out to 1090 Jake as well, man, for definitely bringing a lot of great ass content out on the shit that's going on around the cities and stuff, the major states that got violence and stuff going on and stuff, and pretty much reporting on that stuff for us, and always bringing credible information and not just assumptions and all that other shit that some other people be doing. But anyways, man, brand new to the channel, you've been watching videos on the channel but not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. Also, don't forget to tell your family and friends about the channel as well, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel. And make sure you guys don't forget to smash that like button and comment on the video as well to help the video get recommended to a larger audience of people and hopefully bring in new supporters to the channel as well. And also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos, and be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every day, no matter the time of the day, just because you don't want to miss out. And sometimes you don't really want to rely on the post notifications because they sometimes don't work out for whatever reason. So that being said, also don't forget to add and follow me on social media. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box as well as in the intro of the video. With that said, though, man, we're gonna go ahead and get this. Matter of fact, I don't even think I got my screen record thing up. Hold on, y'all. All right, I got that up. All right, now we're gonna go back on that. Starting the screen record now. That started. It's starting the vid now.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Chicago rapper that was gunned down after bringing his mother a Mother's Day cake. Saturday, May 7th, 2022, Miss Diane Archer was attending a Mother's Day brunch where those close to her showed love and support, knowing the next day would be especially hard. Only 6 months ago, tragedy struck, and while violence in Chicago has become a normality, no mother would ever agree it's normal to bury their son.
And it's crazy, man. Like, he literally pretty much going to celebrate his mother for everything she was doing and raising him growing up and stuff like that. So it's just definitely a sad ass situation. And right now the violence is definitely going crazy right now. I think recently they just had a shooting where 5 people got shot, and I think it was a drive-by or something like that. And then I believe at least one of the 5 was a kid. I don't know if it was other kids that was a part of that 5 that got shot up in that incident, but it's just crazy right now, man. And y'all already know summer pretty much right around the corner. It's just now getting hot out and stuff out that way and stuff, because my family and shit back that way, and I live in Arizona right now. So it's just getting crazy, man. The violence out there is just saying, like, it just ain't no end to it. That's just the simple way of putting it. But other than that, man, it's just a sad situation for sure, man. But let's continue on.
It was back in December at 6:30 in the morning when 23-year-old Sheridan Freeman was shot dead inside of a home, less than a mile from where he lived in Chicago's West Pullman neighborhood. The father of a 1-year-old boy, he worked as a videographer recording music videos for his brother and friends. His death marked the 800th homicide of 2021, and if that wasn't bad enough, he was killed only weeks before Christmas. This Mother's Day would be Miss Archer's first without him, and while she enjoyed brunch, her other son was returning home with a Mother's Day cake. Gunshots rang.
That's crazy. Not even less than a couple of, not even less than a few months, I would say. She pretty much lost 2 sons back to back, and most likely never really fully recovered from losing the first one. So now she got to relive that whole thing again, this time with another son. So yeah, man, definitely just a sad situation out there for sure, man. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue on.
Hang out at 2:45 in the afternoon on South Low Ave. Police arrived on scene finding a man dead after he'd been repeatedly shot. Another man was found with a gunshot wound to the leg, and as EMS was en route, a third man was found suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. Both men were transported to a nearby hospital, one in stable and one in critical condition. Investigators would identify the body of 26-year-old Brandon Slater, learning he was walking out of his mother's house with a friend when a nearby shooter exited a vehicle and opened fire, killing him. 64-year-old Larry Purnell and his brother had been hired to mow the grass behind the home in preparation for a Mother's Day party. Hearing the initial gunfire, Larry walked around the side of the home towards the front when a bullet pierced his chest. He collapsed into his brother's arms, later dying at the hospital just 2 weeks shy of his 65th birthday. News networks arrived capturing the devastating scene as Miss Archer learned her second son had been killed. Investigators processed the scene as family processed what had happened, and it didn't take long before the streets started talking. Her son...
And the crazy thing is, too, man, in some of these shooting incidents, you got a lot of innocent people that's also being affected by these shootings, man. Because some of these people really ain't got nothing to do with what's actually going on in the streets and stuff, or with the people that's involved in the streets and shit, for real. So it's just pretty much, man, it ain't no care in the world about who is around the area at the time of a shooting, man. They just, all they know is they got a target, and as long as they get their target, it is what it is type shit. But yeah, man, that's crazy for sure, man. You literally only going to work, pretty much make your money for whatever you got to do and stuff, which in his case was going to cut the grass and stuff to get for this event that his mom and other people were having at her home at the time and stuff like that. And him just going to try to see what's going on ended up costing him his life and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that none of them was expecting anything like that to happen. So it's just crazy situation, man. Simple as that. And like I said, man, it's just a lot of innocent people as well getting hurt by these situations and stuff like that. And yeah, man, it's just really, it ain't no point of seeing the end to it. Like, it's just, you know, this is going to be an ongoing, continuing problem for pretty much probably the rest of our lives that we live. So it's just a sad thing, man. But with that being said, that's pretty much the reality out there for sure, man. You just got to watch your surroundings and be aware at all times and shit. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue on.
Brandon Slater was known throughout Chicago as YNMM BENJEE, a drill rapper and close associate of Fyndee Boy, a rapper known less for his musical talent and more for dissing the dead. Fyndee Boy would remix FBG Duck's song Dead Bitches, dissing a gang of people he likely never knew, and even going as far as taking a picture in front of King Von's mural. At one point, Fyndee Boy was exposed for flexing a BB gun on Instagram, and it seems since then he's been over the top disrespectful in an attempt to make up for the goofy shit. BENJEE could be seen in multiple videos with Fyndee Boy, and as soon as news broke on BENJEE's murder, many began accusing Fyndee for being the reason behind it. Not in the sense that he got his man killed on purpose, but that all the dissing he was doing made him and everyone around him a target.
At the end of the day, man, I look at it as you can't blame somebody else for what happens to others, because at the end of the day, all these people are grown-ass men. They know what comes with being around people that's doing shit like this and shit for real. Like, if y'all are part of the street life, y'all pretty much all know what y'all signed up for. Y'all know what comes with it. If you got ops and enemies and you diss them and shit like that, of course you gonna have them wanting to do something to you. And if they see you in music videos and all that, pretty much co-signing and turning up to the shit, they gonna automatically make you a target as well, and they don't care. So even if you really got any real action against these people for real in the streets, or y'all never cross each other paths, you just gonna forever be enemies to each other, because at the end of the day, they know what y'all on and you know what they on. So if they see you turning up and dissing they peoples and shit like that, then you just gonna be automatically a target as well. So it's just that simple, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't see a point in blaming somebody for another grown man making decisions that he made. He chose to be around them. He chose to be a part of it. And that's just what it is, man. It's just a simple reality for real. So that being said, man, if you don't want to be a part of the streets, don't be a part of it. If you don't want to be around people that's a part of the streets, don't be around them. Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, you're guilty just by default by being around these people. if that person's enemy see you with them hanging out and shit like that, they gonna automatically make you a target as well. They don't care if you really got any street ties for real to they beef or anything like that. As long as they seen you with that person that they after, you automatically gonna be a target by default. So you just gotta watch your surroundings and watch the people you keep as company, pretty much. But let's continue on.
Some blogs went as far as saying it was actually Fyndee boy that was shot in the leg and survived the shooting after running and leaving Benjie to die. The rumor is yet to be confirmed and in itself doesn't really make sense. Anytime gunfire erupts, you're either hitting the ground or running. And if you're packing a BB gun, you might as well keep running because that shit ain't doing nothing for nobody. But the fact that Benjie was hit multiple times and the other man was only hit once, it makes me think Benjie was the actual target, meaning this could have derived from Benjie's own issues in the streets after
Netflix, Amazon and HBO Max are always swapping movies, but with one just simple search, regardless.
After all, his brother was killed only 6 months ago. Not only that, but Fyndee boy would go live on Instagram stating he wasn't even there. Fyndee could be seen saying his legs work, he didn't get shot, and even going as far as moving his legs around. But the only thing he didn't actually do was stand up and take a few steps. Fyndee would give the version of what he heard went down, even stating exactly how Benjie was killed.
Basically what happened was, bro went to go get, a cake for his mama for Mother's Day. He went to go get a cake for his mother for Mother's Day. He came back with the cake for his mother. He had his homie drop him off there. When the homie dropped him off there, they both got out the car. Benjie went to go take the cake in.
You could tell just by him talking and how he ain't really even looking at the camera. You could tell like he definitely hurt and feel some type of way about the whole situation, man. Because at the end of the day, these people still were actually friends and shit. At the end of the day, you always gonna see somebody feeling some type of way when they see their own homie get killed. You're never gonna see them always being somebody that's tough and not showing emotions and shit, because at the end of the day, everybody's still human. So it's only right that you gonna naturally show some type of emotion towards something happening to people that you actually cared about or hung out around and shit. Could consider your actual friend, brother, sister, etc., the whole nine. So yeah, man, you could definitely tell that this one definitely like hurting them in a way, man, for sure. But that being said, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It's just simple human emotions. That's just how it is, man. But other than that, it ain't like, I ain't saying everybody gonna feel the same way when they see a homie get killed. Some people, everybody just pretty much handle they situations differently and stuff like that. That's all I'm gonna say at that, make it more simpler. So that being said, though, let's continue on.
Bro, I guess he was doing whatever by his car while Benjie was doing what he was doing until Benjie came back out and the car came up. Niggas got out, got to shooting. They chased Benjie down first, stood over Benjie, then ran over the bro and shot bro up.
Either way it goes, Benjie's mother spent Mother's Day without her sons, and Mr. Purnell's wife spent Mother's Day without him, sharing her grief with the news as her own son had been killed by gunfire 5 years before.
I'm just hurting right now, and I want it to stop.
Damn. So she lost her husband and son. That right there pretty much just sum up the life around Chicago. So, like I said, man, it's a lot of crazy shit going on around there, and it's just a sad place to be at this point. You got a lot of people that are really trying to get up out of there and stuff. I see every day on my social media people talking about need to get out of Illinois, this and that, and the other and stuff, because at the end of the day, being from there is pretty much sad. Like, you can't really do shit like you want to do just because there's just so much hate and all this other shit going on. And then on top of that, if you were part of the streets, it's so small out there, man, you bound to run into people. You bound to just probably see somebody that you don't like and shit for real wherever you live out there and stuff. So yeah, man, it's just a tough situation and everything out there with the violence and stuff, man. You can't really trust everything, man. You gotta watch your surroundings. You gotta watch the people you have around you. You gotta watch everything, man, because you just never know who plotting on you or who want to do something to you or whatever the case is and stuff. Is just weird out there right now. So it's like you just really definitely got to pay attention to any and everything. Even where you live, you just got to pretty much watch your surroundings. And that's a sad thing, man. Because even if you a bystander, you likely to be a part of the violence that's going on as well, being a victim or whatever the case is. So yeah, man, you just really at this point, you got to watch everything and anything out there, because you just never know what's gonna happen. So that being said, let's continue on.
Been with him since I was 14 years old. When I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So I don't know nobody else. That's all I had.
I highly doubt these deaths will have an effect on Fyndee Boy's career, as the only reason he's gained any following is off dissing the dead. So him switching his style would most likely cause his career to die next. At the same time, he isn't getting spared, as many have already begun dissing Benjie, returning the same energy Fyndee puts out. It just goes to show the cycle of violence will continue, and innocent lives will be devastated by those who don't value life. Now, in one breath, you could say this is a sad situation, but in the same sentence, you could say you're not surprised. It's sad for the mother, the sisters, the family, but for those that are putting themselves in music videos, flexing guns, dissing the dead, it's hard to feel sympathetic because it's the energy that you put out.
Exactly, and that's why I say, man, all these people are grown-ass men. They know what they signed up for, and they know what's to come with it. So at the end of the day, you either gonna make it out or you gonna end up another statistic and a victim. And that's just the simple, hard, cold truth about it, man. Being a part of the streets, it ain't really nothing to expect coming out of that besides those simple outcomes. Is either you make it out or you end up a victim. It's just that simple. So that's all I can say on that, but we're gonna go continue on. It's about a little less than 3 minutes left of the video, so we're gonna continue on.
Every dead person you diss, there was someone that cried for that person. And seeing Fyndee on live talking about he's been crying for 2 days and this and that, and it's like, now you know why people say don't diss the dead. Maybe you haven't experienced it before, but now you're experiencing it. Now you're feeling the pain that comes with it. And even in an Instagram story post, he said something along the lines of he's getting grandmas and aunties.
I love you, brother. And you know I'm standing on top of that business for you. And you know it's always gonna be fucked up. Some folks know I'm finna fuck niggas' heads up. They finna hate me now. You thought I was on some shit at first. Y'all finna hate me now. For real. Grandmas, aunties, all that.
Me personally, I don't have any respect for that shit. Cause at the end of the day, you know, go and get who the fuck you have an issue with if that's how you step in. If not, you're gonna hit grandmas and aunties, people that aren't even involved, people that aren't even actively looking for you.
And I literally was just saying that earlier in the video, man. People don't care, man. If they, as long as they see you around their enemies and shit, they gonna make you a target too, man. And that's just a sad thing. Just that simple. You can't even, like he said, you going pretty much out there grannies and aunties and shit. You can't even be a family member to a person that's in the streets because shit, they gonna fuck around and make you a target. But at the end of the day, man, it's just gonna be a cycle that's gonna continue on and on and on, man. There ain't gonna be no end to it and stuff. And you can't really just tell people to not hang around certain people, because at the end of the day, like he's saying, pretty much going after grannies and aunties, those are people that got personal relationships to those people that you got problems with. So it's gonna be hard for them to just say, oh, because you in the streets, I gotta cut you off. That's really not how family operates, man. At the end of the day, if you really love and care about somebody and you really consider them your family for real, even if it's by blood or not, you gonna be around that person. It's just that simple, man. So, but it's just a sad thing, man. Like I said, there's not really much else I can say on that. Y'all already know the simple, cold-hearted truth about being in the street life and stuff and what comes with it, and the people that's not a part of the streets, but know those people that's in the street life and stuff. They know what comes with it. So that's just what it is, man. It's just that simple. Like I said, it's gonna be a continuing on cycle, but we're gonna continue on.
That shit just looks weak. You know what I'm saying? It looked about as weak as flexing a fucking BB gun, but hey, to each its own. You know, there's certain things that happen in people's lives depending on the type of life that they're living that makes them do one or two things. Change the direction of their life or fall victim to it. This seems to be one of those things with him, especially being that it was a close friend that got killed. Now, I don't really believe he was the one that got shot in the leg. I don't know. I just don't think it happened to him. Maybe it did. And at the end of the day, you know, you got everyone saying, oh, you ran on your man, you left him to die. If a shooting pops off, you need to get the fuck from round if you don't got a gun to shoot back.
Exactly. Like, what's good is it gonna do if you just sitting there and you ain't really got nothing to even do anything about it in the first place? So it's either you just gonna stand there and be one of the people that possibly survive and say, at least I ain't run from leaving my brother pretty much to get killed on his own or shot at on his own, et cetera, and stuff. So it's like, what you want somebody to just say they was there just to be there at that point? Because if you ain't got nothing to protect yourself, then you might as well get up out of there. It ain't gonna do no good if both of y'all go down and type shit. So I never really understood that. And plus, that's a human reflex anyways. Like, you either gonna fight or flight. Sometimes you might not even got the option to fight. So shit, your best option might be to take flight. It's just that simple, man. At the end of the day, you still also gotta care about your own life. Like I said, man, y'all know what comes with being a part of the street life and shit. Y'all know what the consequences is and stuff like that. Now, other than that, now if you got an option to fight, then shit, that's on you to take that option. It's just that simple. You your own person. You know what you want to do. You know what you want to do, then do it. It's just that simple. Everybody else ain't gonna do the same thing. Some people rather think smarter than thinking stupid. Like I said, what's the point of both of them getting gunned down? Then what? Just for people to go on social media and say, well, at least he ain't leave his bro to die alone. Like, that's just weird and goofy as hell. Like I said, man, y'all know what comes with it. But with that being said, let's continue the video. The video is almost over.
At the end of the day, you're not going to look back and do some Saving Private Ryan and try to drag your boy out of the line of fire. It isn't going to happen.
Exactly.
And from what he was told, from what Fyndee boy knew, dudes got out of the car and stood over Benjie and kept putting bullets in him before they went after everyone else. There was no saving him. But for a mother to be celebrating her first Mother's Day without one son, and then 10 hours before Mother's Day, her other son gets killed, and not only that, an innocent man who was only there to work gets shot and killed in the process of her son getting murdered. Let me hear y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
That's pretty much the end, man. I agree with everything he said, man. Just crazy, but that's pretty much the end of the video, man. RIP to the people involved either way. Y'all, like I said, y'all know what comes with that life and what's to be expected, man. You either gonna make it out or you gonna be a victim. But that said, that's the end of the vid. Make sure you don't forget to smash that like button, comment on the video to help the video get recommended to a large audience of people and bring new sports to the channel. And also do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to tell your family and friends about the channel, and hopefully they become supporters of the channel. And also don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. And be sure you don't miss out on new videos. Check out the channel every day just because you never want to miss out and because you don't want to rely on the post notifications as they sometimes don't work. And also don't forget to add and follow me on social media. All my social media platforms are listed down below in the description box as well as in the intro of the video. That said, that's the end of the vid. And I'm going to catch you guys later on with more, so stay tuned. Peace.